wagon has a wagon boss and a set of riders that go with that particular wagon. And many of them do this year after year after year. They take a vacation to do this.
Yeah, this is the only vacation a lot of the families have. But let's go back out to Dr. David Mouton, who is right there, front row seat next to those horses in those wagons. What can you tell us about Saltgrass?
Well, I'm a lifetime member of the Saltgrass Trail. It's one of the best ones, and it is interesting that when you have that many people in that many wagons, you can't operate a central kitchen or a central cook wagon. So each one is an independent operation with independent members that have independent gatherings, meetings, and leadership. And they've been a cohesive unit for, God knows, the last 50 years at least, and do a magnificent job of representing the stock show. They have wonderful horses and wonderful wagons, many of which are over 100 years old. It's a great thing to see, and I'm so happy that the crowd, which is incidentally one of the biggest crowds I think I've seen in the last 25 years, get to enjoy this wonderful Western heritage.
Very good. Yes, indeed, Doctor. And also, you'll notice there are no rubber tires on any of these wagons. These are authentic wagons. As you said, many of them 100 years old. The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is very specific on what type of wagons. No rubber tires, none of that. It's got to be authentic. I think Travis is down there with probably with some of the most important members of the parade.
I've already sounded the alarm bell to hide the women and children. The street sweepers are coming through, and you can see they're kicking up a cloud of, I'm guessing it's just dust, but you know, when you're walking down here on the street, especially when you follow the Saltgrass Trail Ride, you understand why they have the run before the parade and not after the parade. And so this is just a way of life. You know, horses are beautiful creatures. They just aren't as civilized as we are. So we have to do something to pick up the mess. And we thank the city of Houston for cleaning up the streets so the parade can go on. Back to you.
Travis, no worries. It's definitely just dust.
Just us.
Breathe it in and relax a little bit out there, okay?
They wet it down, Travis, as they're doing it. And this is proof that the city can actually get into a mode of agriculture. There you go. Proud of the city of Houston.
You're now looking at the HEB float, celebrating over 100 years of success. HEB, an innovative retailer known for its fresh food, quality products, convenient services. And they got a good-looking float out there in this parade.
They do. It's a great-looking float. And, you know, HEB is one of those great hometown success stories. Began as a tiny family shop out in Kerrville to its position today as a major supermarket chain, 300 stores in Texas and northern Mexico, and certainly a big part of the community. Does a lot to give back as well. So we're happy to see them with this great float out there.
Their animated grocery sack almost looks like Howdy.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Maybe they're cousins.
At a time in the country when everybody's talking about layoffs, I'm very proud to say with HEB, 64,000 HEB employees that serve the millions. There's another one to stand up. God bless Texas and our economy. Texans, take care of Texas.
That's right.
From Pasadena, the Pasadena High School Eagle Alliance Marching Band, and they're green and white, 120 members, and they're passing us here at the Alley Theater on Texas Avenue.
I think Bill Bailey might be out there. It's doing his Marvin.
We sure miss Marvin, I tell you that. And it's great seeing that old video.
It was. He was fantastic with a baton. The Pasadena High School Eagle Escort is directed by Trish Carey. We've got 40 drill team members. Charlie Herrera and Brian Drake are the band directors. And they've racked up all sorts of special awards and honors as well. We're going to listen to them for a little while as they go marching by.
Let's go back down to the street. Travis Herzog. Travis?
Yeah, I just found my people, the clouds. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Having a wonderful time out here.
Great. Now, what's your job today? Because there's no bulls around to keep people away from.
You're so right. Our job today is to entertain and get everybody pumped up for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Well, you're doing a mighty fine job doing it. Well, what is it? How do you audition to be a clown? How do you get involved in this line of very esteemed work?
We're with the Speakers Committee, and we just learn about the clowns, and then we also go around to schools, educate the students and the children about the clowns and the important job they do.
That sounds nice. I may take a one-year sabbatical from doing the weather to come and join you guys some year, okay?
Well, we'd love it. You do a great job with the weather. We know you'd be a great clown, too.
Well, I wasn't fishing for compliments, but thank you.
You're welcome.
Back to you.
You would be a great clown, Travis.
What do you mean he is a clown?
I am not in this conversation. Travis, I'm on your side. You're a great weatherman.
These volunteers and the clown volunteers, they volunteer their time for over 100 events every year. Now
here comes through the Borden train and Elsie's cow. Move over.
Elsie?
This is part of the Special Kids and Senior Citizens Brigade, and we have a great
Elsie!
vehicle. So the train is coming up first through Houston streets. It was built for Elsie back in the 1950s by the Ringling Brothers Circus, and look at that. It has that look to it, doesn't it?
Wow.
Well, you know, there's a story behind that. Maybe Dr. David Mouton knows about it, but how Elsie actually came about during some depressionary times, and they didn't have big elephants, couldn't afford to get them, and so they brought cattle. David, I don't know.
Well, I did not know that, and I know that there were camels in Texas at one point in time and never heard of elephants.
Well, Barnum and Bailey needed, couldn't get trains, they couldn't get elephants, they couldn't get lions and tigers, so they went out locally and got cattle, and Elsie became a worldwide character.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And we've got some great antique.
Ronald!
We always love seeing them, and of course the McDonald's shoe pulling up the rear as we watch it go
Deep
by.
in
We're
the
gonna take a quick
heart
break,
of Texas.
and we'll be right back with more on the 77th anniversary of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, celebrating commitment to
Deep in the heart of Texas.